4, 3, 2.
And welcome back once again to the Hip Hop Workshop Radio Show, only on voiceofradio.com. If you didn't hear it here, most likely, most definitely, it didn't happen. And in the house with us today, besides the actual Tannis, it's the artist who put on that song, Cash. That's K-A $H. Cash, hit up. HMU, hit me up. Featuring GVO, Genuine Vibes Only. What's going on, man?
How you doing, boy? I appreciate you for having us on the show.
I appreciate you for being on the show, just for the simple fact that the one thing I can say is that you've come through and you show what type of artist and what type of person you were. Because you came through as a guest alongside my brother. Yes, indeed. Many times, and a few times that you came through, you showed something that artists talk about, some things that my brother Tannis has brought up. A lot of artists will get up and they will say, hey, I'm with you, or what have you. And then they try to overtalk the people that they come with, or what have you. You came through as a supporting role, but you've been doing some major things yourself. So with that being said, man, it's nice to have you here.
I appreciate that.
No problem. And so now we get a chance to hear a little bit more from you on this go-round. And you got to tell me what your mind frame. Where was your mind frame with that HMU, man?
So I made a hit up just so people would hit me up. Literally just a manifest. People are always on their phone, so it's just too relevant, too relatable. Everyone's always on their phone all the time. Obviously in the song I'm talking about people need to hit me up. Obviously women, obviously people that do music, who's about business. Hit me up.
I feel you with that. I do. And so with that being said, and I can appreciate that, you've been working with a lot of people. And the thing that I've noticed is yourself, Tannis, I'm going to say, before I even go into Queen City, I'm going to leave that one alone for right now. And say people like Good Vibes Only, Below 216, woo, Millie, Mommy. You got so many different people that you're working with. How's that go into, your personality? Talk to us, because I'm noticing you bring a crowd with you, and you're getting along with everybody. Talk to me, man.
I was always raised, judge someone not what they are, but who they are. And I, stick to that primarily. I get along with anybody as long as you're cool. So as long as you're true to life, you can be a part of my Cash affiliation.
All right. And with that being said, what is Cash affiliation?
So Cash affiliated is my clique, my team. It's everyone that supports my movement and everyone that's involved, and we try to, it's an enterprise. It's more than music, it's everything. Of course, everything is rooted off the music, but, I try to be plugged in with everything in the world, so I got to plug for everywhere I go, for every situation, and get people situated. You know what I mean?
You know something? This interview, I didn't start off with anything written because you're already doing so much. I just figured I'd add things as you talk. And so, me already knowing how my brother in this, the actual Tannis is, me already recognizing he doesn't have time for BS or junk. So with that being said, you just being around, it lets me know, okay, I know you're about your business, and you just added in something that out of 7+ years doing this, I haven't had an artist talk to me about the word enterprise. So talk to me about that, because right now you're hitting it on a different level. I know you're not talking about Captain Kirk and Spock and all of that. Talk to me about the enterprise, man.
So enterprise with everything from houses to, cars, music, any services. So anyone that has a service, we work with different corporations trying to help the community. We're very humane. We're trying to make an impact in the world. Of course, I love rapping and want everything to be, everyone wants to be successful by themselves, but I want everyone to shine with me so the whole world can shine. I want to change the world. I want everyone to be motivated from what we're doing. Show everybody that said we couldn't do it, we're doing it, and we're going to continue doing it, and just living our dreams and trying to have everyone live their best life while we're here for this short amount of time that we're here for.
Man, you dropping bombs like Hiroshima without RBX, huh, B?
Y'all know how to do the bomb effect? Dre, you know how to do the bomb? effect?
Oh, yeah, Sean, you got
Like, wait, send y'all up.
and of course, I always support him. People in the streets see us together. They know we make a lot of noise. We really, into hip hop and just helping the community out.
I feel you on that. Before I've got a lot that I'm not going to touch in these segments until a little later on, such as Queen City, the fact that we have a professional camera in the house. That,
Shout out to Malik.
man,
That's gonna be the best videographer coming out of Cleveland. I'm recruiting him as part of my team. He's coming up. He's a legend. You guys gotta get hit to him and support him. That's my bro, for real.
I've only had that feeling in this studio one other time throughout these 7+ years. So right now we nailing it. Man, Brother Tannis, tell me before we take our break, is this the type of vision that you have been teaching and basically preaching and putting down to people like older heads like me, to others your age and younger? Is this what you're talking about when it comes to real unity?
Absolutely. Yes, I definitely want to continue to expand, and this is just kind of like a prerequisite to our, expansion and our agenda getting actualized. We want to continue to expand. We want to invite our city. If you have talent, if you're a videographer, if you're an editor, if you're a dancer, singer, engineer, if you're into legal profession, if you're into activism, we want to accelerate you, we want to empower you and invite you. Please join us. We're not perfect, we're not flawless, we're not corporatized, but we are authenticated. You feel me? Get with us. And shout out Al Porter,
True to life.
C. Cole, Concerned Citizens Organized Against Lead, and the whole city. God bless you.
Man, I appreciate that. We are at least about to take our first break, and what better way than to go out with the track? That's the move?
That's the move. Yeah.
That's the move. Tell us a little bit about that before we break into that song, man.
So just like hit up with the relatability, that's the moves, explaining every move that you do. So if you're not making moves and not making movies, it's about living what you're talking about in the move.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Illuminati all through the body. Oh! Kill!
Stop.
Keep it cool. Whatever you want to do, bro.
That's my shit.
Back on.
Shout out to Throwback Tannis.
Are y'all ready?
Yes, indeed.
All right, we're starting from 5.
Look for the bomb effect.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We never been out the ghetto. The actual Tannis, that YouTube channel blowing up. And coming back, I could vibe to that one all day. But that collective consciousness, Brother Tannis, if you can bring that conversation, to our listeners on the airwaves, please.
Okay. Stephen Kadig. Shout out to Stephen Kadig. Shout out to B-Lo. I give God the credit because God appealed to me in my consciousness, in my mind, that, man, Tannis, you a powerful force. I gave you gifts. But if you don't help integrate and graft other people into that momentum upward, wherever you're going, that's a useless agenda. Okay, now we all may have great ideas as activists. Like, look, we need to get money into the community. Then you got environmental. We need to get the lead out the community. Then we got the legal. We need to get these law systems that regard the county jail system. We need to get that deconstructed. How it penalizes the poor black people. If y'all keep working in individual silos. Okay, I learned this as an organizational term, silos. Where you have your individual group. If we work individually, it's still making progress. But if we learn to come together and integrate, we're going to be a unstoppable universal force. And I said, instead of saying I agree with that verbally, I wanted to actualize it. Thus, I introduce to y'all Stephen Katie.
With that being said,
Bomb Squad, yeah.
is that part of the new standard? Yeah, for real though.
So can I set the standard? Yeah, let's shoot.
And so speaking of that standard, I'm still looking at the fact the enterprise, you are definitely talking about everything, the houses, cars, corporations, making the world shine. With that being said, talk to me about you working with other people, because I was enjoying myself looking at that Queen City event. Talk to me about what went into that.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Chris Moore. He hit me up one day on the weekend. And I was in my boy Z. I linked up with Tannis when we went to Willoughby, and Solomon Paul was there. And he was like, we need a, I want you to be part of my event. I know you're a rapper. I know you've been doing this for years. I was like, all right, let's get it. So I pulled up to him. We set it off. I invited all my people that are Cash affiliated, met a bunch of new people, got affiliated with more people. And just I've been just trying to promote my music. So of course I went there, performed on a mic, got Hollywood Chuck from Play a T Show. He pulled up, he filmed the whole event, he took pictures for me and my whole team. And of course it was a good time. We were smoking hookahs, ladies were dancing. Shout out to Dom, DJ Dom, LV, he was the DJ there. There's a lot of crazy stuff that I could talk about. We'll talk for hours if you want me to really break down. But yeah, I pretty much pulled up to Queen City, let people know I'm that guy, and we're making plays.
You know something? I have to bring this up because you cannot go anywhere if you don't sound like it's industry standard. And the one thing I can say about having you all at the table is your music is industry standard. It can test the time from New York to California to the UK, from Europe, all the way through. It is industry standard. So talk to me about what goes into it as far as you making music, because I'm looking at the videos, I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm listening to the production. I'm like, man, megastar from the 216440 region, megastars in the house. So talk to me.
So I appreciate you, taking notice to that, putting that on scope. So definitely when I make music, I want it to be authentic, because without authenticity, to me, you're nothing as an artist or a person or anything. No one's gonna respect it. And I look for relatability and I look for timeless. All the music I make is timeless. I listen to old mixtape songs and they still apply the lyrics, the bars to my life and the lifestyle that we're doing.
Man, I'm enjoying this conversation. So it brings me back to, of course, this new standard. Talk to me, the actual Tannis. I want to make sure people get the name right.
God, thank you everybody who listens and tunes in. Voice It Radio. Shout out Voice It Radio. Y'all on a grassroots level doing the right thing, giving a voice to the community. And to me, that embodies exactly the philosophy I'm attempting to accentuate and just propose to my people, that it's not enough for us to say we have a community agenda if we're not inviting people to involve themselves and collaborate and integrate with us. We must take this in a radical standard, a radical approach. It takes a radical method for us to involve each other, partner with each other, treat it like an emergent issue. That's what it is. Either we're going to continue to watch people die and we're going to collaborate together at protests and events and marches and memorials, or we're going to integrate preemptively and get together before we have to do another memorial. That way we move as a community, as a tribe. We need to restore the tribal connection as a people and restore that. The westernization, the society, the Europeanism, the Europeanization of our people has kind of fragmented us, divide and conquer. So the only way we're going to be able to counteract that, we're going to have to radically come together. We're going to have to invite each other, send hospitality to each other. We need to create a Cleveland hospitality. Just like they say Southern hospitality, no, we need a Northern hospitality right now. Call somebody. Anybody that you admire, give them their respect. Reach out to them. Contact, invite them to partner while we have the time. Okay? Because the way the government is working is fragmenting us through race, belief system, colorism, classism, sexism, various income disparity. And Cleveland is full of that with the life expectancy, the redlining, the white versus black communities, and the quality of condition of living. If the white people don't, we need our white people. Come on, y'all. Start extending the invitation to us, and let us start in the hood extending the invitation to the white, middle, and upper class organizations so that we can address humanity as humanity. And I could go on all day, but I love everybody. I hope that I could articulate it sharply and effectively. Let's work together. As simple and profound as that is, collab. Let's call each other. Today, if you hear this message, contact another group that you admire. Contact another organization, a grassroots organization, another individual. And let's integrate now, immediately, today. Don't wait till another body is dead and lifeless for us to do this.
To learn the lesson, yeah. Show love to everyone. Hit up everyone that you love and care about, because you know how long we're going to be here for.
Yes.
You know, this is the time to take our next break, and why not? Since I called a couple of those names, pardon me, my brother, which is simplified for Below 216,
Yo,
the actual
B-Lo.
B-Lo.
Man.
Easy, bro.
Easy route.
You know,
Mono Da Vinci.
Tito.
Blake Davis. Al Porter.
yes indeed.
Crispy.
Yeah, shout out B-Lo.
Love y'all.
I feel the blessings coming.
B-Lo.
Yeah.
I see the blessed coming. Yeah, I see the blessed coming. I see the blessed coming. Yeah, I see the blessed coming. I see the blessed coming. Yeah, I see the blessed coming. I see the blessed coming. Tell me, gotta wait up on it. I'm just trying to get my weight up on me, and there's a lot of niggas trying to put the hate up on me. I ain't worried. I'm just trying to get my cake up, homie. I'm just constantly waiting and being patient, homie. Ain't nobody gonna stop me.
Ain't
Nobody
nobody
gonna
gonna
hold me. And I can go work hard. I gotta stay focused. I could go fuck the world without using the Trojan. When it comes to this rap shit, but really I'm chosen. When it comes to the pain, I roll up the doja. Like the beat out the park, homie, Sammy Sosa. About 50 up in motion.
Gotta keep it in motion.
I gotta keep the shit up in motion.
I got it up in motion.
I gotta keep the shit up and going. Keep it up in motion. I gotta keep the shit up in motion. Keep it up in motion. I gotta keep the shit up and going. Below 216, Kansman. Rest in peace to Meech, everybody you ever lost. We love y'all. Cleveland, Ohio Remembrance page. Everybody on there.
Undivided.
Cracks chilling in lavish living.
2, 1. Mike's on.
Wow. Coming back with that Brothers for Life from Ruga, the producer. And I give a big shout out to the sound engineer, Double Time, Dre. He's been playing a lot
Good, Dre.
of our regional artists, so I
Nice,
appreciate
bro.
that, man.
We'll see you.
Thank you.
With that being said,
Big love.
before we end off with Brother Caddick, Cash Caddick, you'll be able to say whatever it is you want us to say.
It's
Katie.
Al Porter and
Katie.
Stephen Katie. Yeah, it's
Katie,
Katie.
got you.
You can slang it, but.
You know. Katie. I'm going.
Stephen Katie.
I like that. I'm going to at least start off, Brother Tannis. You'll be uninterrupted for about 5 minutes. Go ahead, fam.
Yes, I really want to emphasize. Let's get sponsorship. Let's get unification. Shout out Stephen Katie, man.
Yes,
He
indeed.
represents the realization of a vision. Shout out Dre. You feel me? All my brothers on the underground level who understood the vision of what was necessary and the sacrifice that was demanded in order to help manifest that, and was willing to perpetuate it and sacrifice in order to actualize that. You know, like, we may not all get to that, you know, elite platform touching millions of people, but we might have to be that person that helps push that person along, or push that group along, that helps get to that place. We need to be humble enough, and we need to be we need to have the humility enough to understand that it's a collective victory. How do we have more endorsement for the Cavaliers, which is a corporation owned by Dan Gilbert, a white man, more than we understand the need for us to support and endorse each other on an underground level to help get these real atrocities addressed? all this lead, all this legislative injustice, all this local and federal governmental injustice. It's going to take more than young brothers putting themselves out there to go to jail in front of front lines for these white activist groups. It's going to take more than the brothers getting locked up, more than little Tamir Rice. Shout out Tamir Rice.
Yes, sir.
Okay? 12 years old. Had a toy gun. He's dead. He don't even have, he would have graduated this year. Last year, 2020.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if we don't really start seeing the value in each other and really cherishing the value in each other, it's going to be more victims than it is victors.
True to life.
You know what I'm saying? So let's make the sacrifice necessary. If you see somebody on their way, let's push them ahead. Let's look for opportunities to accelerate each other rather than hinder each other or stagnate each other. Please, Cleveland, please, my brothers, organizers, my elders, it's an ageism. We see the young brothers coming up. I don't like his ideology. I don't like his philosophy. So I'm not going to help him. I'm not going to invite him to benefit from my platform. We need to start really sacrificing for each other's benefit. The youth and the young people, we need to start understanding that elders have a perspective that was ingrained in them. We need to respect our elders so that we can get the necessary endorsement we need, and we can work as a collective tribe, because we have so much outer oppression. We have so much outer oppression right now that if we don't, it's emergent time, it's emergency. If we don't come together right now, we can just expect total annihilation. It's an emergency outcry. Yes, we as organizers, if you're black radical, if you're environmental health, if you're organizing legalize, look for more opportunities to conglomerate with each other, please. That's what me and Stephen Kadick represent. Contradiction to the divisions that was built through the government, the racism. That's what I really want to contradict, that racism. We don't need to be divided because of race. He's white. He's from Mentor, Ohio. I'm from Kinsman, down the way. So do I need to only affiliate with people that are in my zone of dictated affiliation? Or can I extend my love to this man who's from a different region in my same state?
Man, you said
vice versa, mutual, like
the K-A $H Cash Kadick. How would you like to end this off, man? Because we were honored to have you come through as well.
Appreciate that. I want to shout out PORTER, shout out to Blake Davis, shout out to Chris B, shout out to CN, shout out to GBO, shout out to Tam, shout out to Malik, shout out to everyone that's Cash affiliated.
Malik.
Shout out to Chris Moore. Shout out to everyone that's part of my team making moves. We're going to keep on pushing the agenda. We're going to keep on setting the standards. No one's doing it how we're doing it right now. And we're going to keep that energy. And we're going to keep it true to life.
All right. Well, we're going out with that Fashion Freak top tier diss from Lady Meatrice. Man.
Meatrice! I love you. Thank you so much for the support.
Double time. Appreciate you all being in here. Peace.